First, I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. And the reason I'm making this video today is I thought I should give a little bit of a backstory and an explanation why I've chosen to become a professional tarot card reader. Firstly, mysticism and tarot readers and stuff like that runs in my family. I have a second cousin who was into Santeria, and she did like spells and stuff. My mother read tarot cards. My mother is somewhat of a clairvoyant. My sister is a medium. She sees and talks to dead people. And I'm sure this goes back in my history all the way back to my family origins on my mother's side to the Basque in Spain, which are a very mysterious people. If you don't know anything about the Basques from Spain, they're very unique and mysterious people. So there's that. I believe it's in my DNA. My history with tarot cards goes back 25 years. Haven't been reading a lot for that long, but that was when I first discovered tarot cards and that there was something to them. I found a deck in my sister's closet that had been sitting there for years, and she gave me permission to play around with them. So I started reading the pamphlet, and I did some readings for myself, which were uncannily accurate. And then one day, a friend of my sister's was at the house, and just on a LARP. For those who don't know, LARP is live action role play. Just for a LARP, I said, hey, let me give you a reading, you know. So I did it, and I used the only thing I knew at the time, which was the Celtic cross. And I remember some details. I told her that there was a woman at work that was giving her a hard time and some other things. And she got kind of freaked out. And I remember her saying, like, what is this? How do you know this about me? And like, I got the feeling she thought I was stalking her or something. I'm like, no, I don't know. It's just in the cards. And that was when I had the first clue that, wow, there's really some power with these cards. Okay, so that was my first experience with the tarot. Another reason I believe that I'm a good tarot card reader, and it's something that just seems to come naturally to me, is from the time I was 25 or 24 until I was about 35, I was deeply immersed in the world of mysticism and religion too. I was very religious at that time. I was studying the Bible in-depthly. I was teaching the Bible, but I also had another life, like a dual life, where I was studying shamanism and American Indian spiritualism, and I was spending time in the woods, often by myself or with just one close friend who shared the same views as I did. And we spent a lot of time eating psilocybin mushrooms, magic mushrooms. And those, I think, really did something to connect me with the spirit world or the infinite, the non-material world, where all of this comes from anyway. And I did that intensely for 10 years, off and on, not the whole time, but a lot of the time. I was doing that. I was also really into studying philosophy. I read tons of philosophy, and I was just trying to understand life. Okay, so there's that aspect of me. One thing that I have that I think maybe a lot of tarot readers don't have is I have a very broad knowledge in all topics. Science, religion, philosophy, history, you name it, I know something about it, which helps a lot, I think, in the tarot card reading. Okay, so we have that. What else? Okay, so those Sunday, family day at the temple. So those are like some of my my qualifications, you could say. Now, why? Okay, I stopped the video for a moment to let the family pass. Okay, so I know some of you out there maybe are wondering, Scott, why at the age of 58 do you want to become a professional tarot card reader? Well, I've been an English teacher in Thailand for 18 years. Something I excelled at. I was exceptionally good at it. Never made a lot of money, but that's okay. I was happy with what I was doing, and I had enough money to live a comfortable life here. Well, about 6 months ago, that all got shut down, and I haven't been making any money since then. So, got to do something. And then just kind of dawned on me: get some tarot cards and see what happens. So, on my 58th birthday, I took some money that my family had sent me. For $10, I bought a pack of tarot cards, and I know the cards pretty well because I have an app on my phone, and before I had tarot cards, which I didn't even know I could buy in Thailand. I never thought about it before. Turns out the local bookstore right down the street from me has 3 different kinds. But anyways, I used to play with this app a lot. I would do it for friends. I would do it for myself a lot, and I would just and I would study the cards that way. Okay, so that's one way I've got my knowledge. So I've had my cards for a little over a week now, and I've done about a dozen readings. I've only had maybe 2 of those that the people were a little bit not impressed with. Actually, one of them, and the reason for that was they were reluctant, okay? One guy just didn't take it seriously. The other guy believed in it, took it seriously, but he kept trying to interpret the cards for himself. And he had a little booklet, and he's going, "Oh, this is a 10 of swords. This means this." I'm going, "Wait, just let me do it, okay? I'm seeing the cards, and I'm giving you the message. You should listen to me." But he actually, there was one thing, he was worried about his car because it was acting up, and that's how he makes his money, delivering food. And he was really worried about it, like just really, really upset. And I saw on the cards that there was nothing to worry about. Everything was going to be okay. He messaged me the next day, and he's like, "Hey, you're right about the car." So got that one right. Then there were 2 women. Both had serious issues going on in their life. Very, very difficult personal things. One of them felt that she was in danger from somebody, and I saw that there was nothing to worry about. She was actually being protected by her guardian angel, and that made her feel a lot better. She wrote about it on Facebook. She said, "Wow, I feel so much better after getting a reading from Scott Yates." The other woman was brokenhearted, and she was confused because she thought it was true love, and she couldn't understand why this man left. And first I did a relationship reading, and I said, well, there's not another woman involved. He's just needed some me time, and he's concerned about his work and his career. And then she asked me, will he ever come back? So I pulled some cards, and I got yes, absolutely, definitely, for sure. And not only that, he loves you, and he's going to profess his love for you, and he's going to bring you a gift. Well, a few days later, I get a message from her. All of that came true. And that's when, and I believed in tarot cards before that, but I was blown away. I was afraid I might have been giving her false hope. Turns out it was all right. So my track record for my first week is looking pretty good. So that's about it. There's some more I could tell you about, like why I believe this is my destiny. and why it's happening now, this time, when the world is changing. But I'm not going to go into that. Maybe I'll do another video on that. I just wanted to put this out there in case there's anybody in the future who's thinking about doing readings with me, and they want to know why they should trust me, why they think, you know, what are my qualifications, what makes me a good tarot card reader. I just told you. You'll see my email in the description. If you want a reading, you can email me there, or just leave a comment here. All right. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me, and sawadee krap.